Alright everybody, here we are, and even let's just switch on the fan in the background. So this time we are gonna be working on Google Meet clone, and especially for 1 hour. Let's just simply get this part done as well, and then we will start exploring the another stuff. So hopefully everything's alright right now, and yeah. So let's just simply continue, and here we are. So when it comes to this one, this particular section in here, let's just simply open it with code. Docker isn't really running yet, so Docker desktop start, that will be better. And this one in fact using Docker start MongoDB, so that's the container will be used, and one dev. Alrighty, overall everything has started, and now let's simply check this thing out. Today we mainly have to focus on this particular part, that we have to ultimately separate the logic and keep it at the right place. So localhost 3000, and at the end of the day we have features in here. We have auth profile, and at the end of the day I'm even gonna have meeting here. So everything related to the meeting will be placed in here, and when it comes to that, let it be first of all compiled. So everything related to meeting, that simply means the component and even the context, if I'm not wrong. That context just have WebSocket, so that will also be there, that is right. So we have this, we have the action.ts, we have layout, and page.tsx, save meeting history. Hopefully this is not layout. So this hasn't really been compiled yet, it is still getting compiled. Let's wait for a sec, and then we'll just simply place everything in there. Why is this taking a lot of time? That doesn't seem to be good. I mean, let me just simply remove the caching related stuff. So this one is gone, and this one is gone as well. Right now if I try to run this, starting, ready, and compiling. How long will this take? This is insane. Usually it doesn't take this much time. Never mind, let it just simply take time as long as it takes. And as for this one, we just have the WebSocket in here, and I'm not sure if we actually need it, because okay, that is done. We'll see if we actually need this WebSocket stuff here, but first of all let's just simply sign up. So we must already be logged in, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, we are already logged in here, and now the next thing that we actually have to focus on, that is moving the components inside this meeting section in here. So components as panels in the video, I'm even gonna be moving the context as well, just right in here. So we have the components, we have the context, and just inside this we have even this action needs to be moved, and now we just have page.tsx, and even this page.tsx needs to be moved. So this is gonna be the meeting page, right? So let me cut everything from here, and just inside this I'm gonna have meeting page dot tsx meeting page dot tsx. I'm gonna actually keep everything in here, and this is the meeting page, and let's try fixing the stuff here. So this is the place where we have the error, so let's get it done. Context, and almost everything is the way it should be, so I don't think we need to worry about the things much in here. And we have the actions related to, we could have kept these actions probably inside this meeting only, so we are gonna be formatting it in a better way, but as of right now this is fine. And now if I see if it works or not, so going to the page, there's no layout first of all, so export default function, and that's gonna be the meeting one. Return meeting page if it can be returned, but to do that we need to have this in here. We are exporting this meeting page from here, that is being exported by default, so ideally I should be getting that option. Anyway, apart from this particular thing, there needs to be meeting provider as well. Fine, so this meeting provider is gonna be imported from there, and now the meeting page as well. So right now what we are doing actually, that we have this meeting provider that's coming from the meeting itself, and that's nothing but the layout, and that is fine. And then we have the page.tsx. Now if I click on the new meeting, so ideally should be working, rendering the stuff. Here we are, and yeah, it turns out to be working as expected, and things are sort of okay, they're not bad either. We can just simply leave the meeting from here. We can just simply end this for everyone, and especially when we are ending this for everyone, so we should be getting sort of a pop-up. We will be taking care of that, and because so that by mistake we are not able to end the meeting accidentally, so that is something we will be working on. And apart from this particular thing, we have it here, and inside this one we have the context. This context is gonna be needed everywhere else, and inside this meeting itself I'm actually gonna have actions. This is just a folder, and this is the first action that we have, that is the meeting history related. So meeting history.ts, this is the action that we actually gonna have here. It's all about organizing it a bit better, there is it, nothing else. So I am gonna remove, come on, this actually needs to be removed though, and this action, that's just gonna be imported in here. That is it. Now inside the components further down the line we have panels, and we have different types of things. So they are the components, that is for sure. They are being used inside the meeting page. Chat, we have chat panel.tsx. This is the main component, and that itself is using these many components here, and they have their own actions. So action.ts, this is not bad either if the action is actually in there. Let me see what this AI says regarding this. So we have the context, we have it actually starts from there. So here we are gonna be just simply taking a screenshot of it. What do you think about this folder structure of overall this is good feature based structure, and for meeting application of this size you are going in the right direction. The main thing I change is how deploy you are nesting components and where action files. So feature meeting action, meeting history, components, then panel is there, chats, input action.ts and all. Chat structure is actually quite good. This is the part I particularly like. So chats, input message in chat panel. You are grouping things by feature responsibility, and rather than dumping 15 chat components into one folder. Chats is gonna be the messages are gonna be the chat panel. That's screen. I would move action.ts out of the component folder. This is the biggest thing I'll change. You currently have action.ts here, action.ts here. I wouldn't do that. You already have actions, so keep all server actions in there so that it's easy to change the stuff directly. That is right. If the action is specifically related to chat, you can name it to chat. That is the good thing in here. Yeah, so let's do that. So coming back to this, we have this action over here, and even we can have quite a lot of things. So let's just simply go through them one by one. We have components, we have panels, and in panels we have two things: input and message. Inside input we have this and let me just simply save to chat. So ultimately chat action, what it suggested, what kind of name it suggested. So actions chat.ts, that is fine. So meeting history and chat.ts we are gonna have here, and in fact it has two things. It has get chats and it has save chat to db, so they are related to chats only. So we can just simply cut this and paste it in here. This is one of the first things, and I'm gonna be deleting it. Similarly, this particular section, it needs to be cut, and no doubt I'm gonna delete this and gonna paste this part in here. So we have these two things at this level, and now it actually needs to be reformatted. A few things need to be removed, and overall this works fine. Meeting history is here, and now we need to use the right action. So when it comes to using the right action, this is gonna be used: chat input, preview carousel, and preview item, preview item we have. So this particular thing is done. When it comes to messages, so messages definitely needed the history one, get messages. So when it comes to getting messages, that should be inside chat files. Chat messages, received messages, sent messages, chat panel. Just a sec. Chat panel has that either. So chat panel was in fact using that. That is fine. So let's get rid of it and get chats in here. So this particular section is done. This particular section is done, and this particular. Let's go to participant. Participant panel is here, and list is here, and model is here. In fact, overall it doesn't really need much. Let's go to the panel section is done. Let's go to the video section, and video.ts we are gonna have here. So video.ts, an action for the video.ts. So this is the action that we actually have in here. So I'm gonna cut it. No doubt we'll be deleting it as well. And video.ts is actually gonna be simply pasted in here. And this is the place where that's actually being used, if I'm not wrong. So done. Hello, cut. This is done as well, and no problem as such. Now we can go inside the video container. We have two types of video containers, local and local and remote video containers. They are not in fact being used, that is right. So we can just completely delete that section. So video, we have control bar, we have any meeting model, film strip, meeting header, participant tile, reactions overlay, and this. So that is also good, that's not bad. Then we have the context. This context makes sure, I'm not sure if I need to use the context. Let me see. We have the use meeting context too, and this use meeting context is being used where? These are the places where it's actually being used. So the first place is the meeting page.tsx, meeting header.tsx, and meeting context.tsx. Well, these are the two places, meeting page and meeting header. Now when it comes to this, so meeting page and meeting header, so this is the main meeting page we have, and then further down the line we have the meeting header. So we just have to pass it at one place, that is it, right? So this is the meeting header, and this is where that use meeting context, and from the context I'm in fact getting come on. Once I got the context, no doubt it's being passed somewhere. The components are quite a lot big ones, so we will have to create sub components as well in future. And the use labs, this is fine. Copy helpers, use copy, that is also fine, no problem with that. I mean, few components are already created, we could keep them separately, but let it be for now. Later we are gonna be doing that. Meeting header, and we are getting the context. Not sure where it's actually. What's the use of this context? Like if I don't have it, it's not really being used though. Now 0. So that simply means context does not really need to be passed to this one. I wasn't really passing it. Okay, that is fine. So if I come back to this one, use context, so it's just been used at one place, and that place is the use meeting context, this one. And when it comes to this place, so this is where it's being used, and that is it. In that case, what I will do, that I'm in fact gonna have the ref right in here. So when it comes to ref, so in here I'm gonna have one more ref, and that's gonna be provider WebSocket. The type is hopefully right here. So let me close everything. Let me open this file in here, and meeting page, that is in fact just right here. I'm gonna be keeping it on the right side. Alrighty, so coming back to this, when it comes to the refs, so I'm gonna be having const WebSocket ref, and that's gonna be use the ref. By default the value is just null. I'm gonna be sort of going with the same way. We just need the type in here, the type is gonna be the WebSocket type that is in here. Alright, it was just a drop. Okay, so we have the WebSocket ref, and when are we actually setting the context? This is where it is getting done. So WebSocket is gonna be equals to WSRef.current is gonna be the WebSocket. This is it. As for this context, I'm gonna return, and it's just gonna be pure WebSocket ref.this, and hopefully we don't have any more errors. Now the context that we actually had, this part I can get rid of it completely. This one is gonna be removed as well. We directly have the WebSocket ref in here, and now we don't need this, so we use meeting context. This was good, but this is not needed anymore. And meeting context provider, and create meeting context, and the context type, we had meeting context type, that is also not needed. Now when it comes to this, it doesn't depend on the context, rather it depends on the WS ref for sure, and hopefully it's right. This context folder, let's delete it from here. We have the video section, and once we have it, as we don't have the context, we'll be getting rid of this layout as well. So meeting ID and the layout, no need to have this layout here as such, so get rid of this. So meeting page dot, we just have this much, and apart from this particular thing, if someone directly comes to the meeting folder, that person gets this layout, and the page.tsx, that is this, quite a simple one, that is also good, and that is it. Hopefully we got everything right. Let's see the result. If I click on this, here we are, everything seems to be alright if I'm not wrong. The WebSocket connection is definitely connected. That is something we'll have to actually check. We cannot be sure about this. So in that case, it is still meet. Let me fix this part first of all. So when it comes to this part, so that's nothing but the header section. So header, in the sense, we have the meeting page, and inside meeting page we have the meeting header here, and this meeting header in fact comes from the video section. That doesn't make any sense. Video is different, meeting header is different. So in that case, we have the panels, we have the video, and even, in fact, I'm gonna have a meeting header, or just headers, sort of like this, and meeting header is actually gonna be part of the header right now. What am I doing? This meeting header section, this is gonna be part of this, and end meeting model, that is okay. Let this end meeting model. Okay, participant tile, this control panel, reactions, overlay, video grid. Let me see. Quite a lot of components, but let's take a screenshot and give it to ChatGPT. Not this one, sorry. I mean, this is emergent. How about this? Probably it's gonna not, it won't be able to. State name for page ID. I haven't gone through this section. Yes, and अरे भाई, this one. Oh, let's see. Analyzing the image. This is noticeably better. I'd keep the structure. The separation now feels much more natural. That is good. We have the header, meeting header. The remembrances are gonna be like this. What I like, header is separated correctly. That is good. Don't put this directly under meeting because it's a UI component. That is right. Header is separated. So just a sec, what it is thinking of it. So we have the header, meeting header. Don't put this directly under meeting because it's a UI component. Alrighty, but this belongs to the meeting, so it needs to be there. There are these are generally meeting panels, so this group it makes sense. A video is being separated. Message into group setting. Participant panel list and model. This is perfectly fine if the permission model is specifically opened from the participants UI. If later you have a several permission related components, then you might have to evolve this into permissions model and selectors. Okay, that is fine, but don't do that right now. And overall, this is fine. I'd keep this in the previous structure was already recent, but this version makes okay, right. So great stuff so far. So we have gone through this particular section. This is also done. Header is here, components, and the overall this particular section in here. That simply means now if we ask another participant to join the meeting, so let me do that as well. Coming back to this, if I go to this one, I hope I'm not logged in, so let me log in with Google with this one. Alrighty, right now we are logged in. Let's keep them side by side. I wanted to copy the, okay, first of all we have to fix this thing as well, so let's directly go to the header. So meeting components, not this one here. Features, meeting, we have meeting page, then we have components, then we have header. Inside the header we have this, and inside this we have a URL. That URL should in fact be meeting. So there is a use effect, not even use effect, meeting link, that is the use memo. So it just simply memoize the value. So whenever the current participant dot meeting ID changes, only then this particular URL changes. So if not current participant meeting ID or type is type window is undefined, then return from here, that is okay. Otherwise return the window.location.origin slash meeting. So it should be meeting instead of meeting. So now if when it comes to this, so now we are getting meeting in here, that is what we wanted, and we can just simply copy it. Once copied, we can paste it in here. It automatically recognizes whether it is a meeting link or not, and then we can just simply join. We are getting that Udemy wants to join the meeting, and so let me just simply go here and allow this particular participant. Now both of them are in the meeting, and we can just turn on the camera. This looks bad because this person doesn't have any camera at all. So this is how, and that's one thing, if you don't have any camera, so you will not be able to see the others camera as well. So that's that is sort of a bug that we still have to resolve. But as for right now, let me open iReal webcam so that we have a demo camera here. So let me reload this page. Now if I turn this on, we are able to see it, and similarly we are able to see the camera here as well. right? So this does the job. Let me now one more thing, that when the host tries to end the meeting, so we want to have a check that yes, uh, we want to have another model, so this model should not disappear in fact. So just a sec, inside the video section we have this end meeting model. So what I want that uh, handle end meeting we have, handle leave meeting we have. So whenever we are ending this, okay, so at that time, mm, get WebSocket connection, ws actually comes from get WebSocket, okay, that is fine. We are redirected to the dashboard page, remove chat file, save the meeting, reset meeting, and all these things are happening. One thing that we want, just a sec, let me see, end meeting for all, we are calling this is in fact a button, and that button is inside what, that button is actually inside nothing. So these two buttons, they do not really close the model, but this cancel button definitely closes the model. So what I want that as soon as I click on this button, I have to change the UI. So coming back to this, whenever we click on this particular button, instead of redirecting back to dashboard, change the UI and give, redirect another button. I hope you got the idea. Again, I'm not gonna be writing the code, the UI code for a long time, so I'm just simply gonna take the help of AI to write this, and that is it. That would be the best thing, don't you think so? So coming back to this, so when I click on end meeting, then uh, render don't redirect to the dashboard, rather render another options in the model, like are you sure you wanna end the meeting for all, something like this. And then when I click and I click on end meeting for all, I all at that time redirect and do the end meeting and cross and do everything related to end meeting. Then now it's gonna be able to create that. This much is enough, but let's see. Do we have the enough credits? Around 5 point something, they are sort of enough for now. So let's wait for a sec. What else? And this is gonna be done quite quick. It's not a big deal, like you have to change the UI part a little bit based on whether you actually clicked on the button or not, whether you clicked on the end button or not. So just simply render the UI and render the buttons, and that is it. Render the message that are you sure that you wanna end it for all and all. So it's easy, but if we do it, it's gonna take time, hence we are doing it using the AI. So here it has even created this, whatever we've asked it to do. So let me just simply but this is not really the one. Here we are, this is the one. We are loading the stuff, thank you. Is it crazy? Well, I want the logic right here. Hopefully it hasn't really created app.page.tsh. I can't even pause the agent right here. भाई ये नहीं करना था गधेड़ा. I had to get the code right here. Is it just wasting my credits unnecessary? Can I stop it forcefully? What is this? Forget about that. Reload the page. I should have given one more prompt. Give me the logic right here. That I forgot to give. What the hell? What has it created now? This is the most insane thing. भाई मैंने क्या कहा था, इसने क्या कर दिया? Okay, calm down. Let's do it again. Whatever we given provided here, and this give me the updated version right here. Let's see. Hopefully we've given it the right code, right? Dialog handle living meeting. Yes, of course we've given it. So it should have be able to do that. Hopefully. Thought process. Confirm and all. That is okay. Now it is doing the right job. If global pattern this and meeting in path. Hopefully viewed. हाँ समझ में नहीं आता एक बार में. भाई ये आई पगला गया है. ये literally viewed package dot. Where are you actually getting these things from? I never even provided them. Probably it has started creating. Bro, okay, thank you, but what? Thank you. End meeting for all thought process. It is again gonna be creating. भाई तू रुक जा, मेरे सारे क्रेडिट्स चले जाएंगे ऐसे ही. चले ही गए, चले क्या जाएंगे. This is crazy. Let me log out. Too crazy. In this one I had some credits. Probably I didn't explain the things well. I don't know. कितनी बार पूछेगा भाई. Yeah, let me see. When I click on end meeting, then don't redirect me to the dashboard. Rather render another options in the model, like in the end model and meeting model, like are you sure you gonna end the meeting for all, something like this. And then when I click on the end meeting, at that time redirect to the redirect and do everything related to the end meeting. And you will be updated version right here. You have to just modify this component, don't and nothing else. Hopefully this one will be able to do it. Da-da, da-da, da-da. 528. Did you get the idea? Are you understanding what I'm saying? We are loading what? Okay, it turns out that it has done it. Has it done or not? This is the code that I actually in fact provided. No, this is the code that it provided me. So probably it has done the job. So let me see if that is so or not. Aha, here's the, okay, probably that was not the one, sorry. So time to copy this one. Done, done, done. And now what it has done, that end meeting for all, that's the title. It even has the dialogue, and it must have a if statement. It is let's see how it works, then we'll explore the code. No doubt it has two versions here. The first version is this, the second version is this. So view default and then confirm end all. So it's like it has created this particular state in here, and this state can be default or end for all. Based on that, it just simply renders the stuff. That's not really bad either, and that is fine. Let me check the result. End result, here we are. Click on end. Yeah, here end meeting for everyone. Disconnect all this will disconnect all one participants and permanently remove the meetings, chats and shared files. This action cannot be undone. All participants it should be. We can be back, we can end, we can cancel. Okay, that is good. It is just sort of working well. But all one participant, what does that mean? So when it comes to confirm all, okay, all participants, it just simply gives us the number of participants, all like one participants, and then that is fine. Let me ask another participant join the meeting, then we'll be able to see two participants in here. Come on. Ta-da-da-da. Tring, tring. The participant wants to join the meeting. Let me just simply allow all. Two participants are in the meeting right now, and if we try to end the meeting now, so this will disconnect all two participants and permanently remove the meeting's chats and shared files. This action cannot be undone. Yes, end for everyone. Cancel it. Back. You can leave the meeting. Once you actually leave the meeting, the other participant automatically becomes the host. So this is the host right now. So if I end, whenever I click on it, I am gonna get these options again. I can rejoin the meeting, but when I rejoin, I will not become the host then. Once I'm gone, so I'm gone. Let me just simply allow all. So now two participants are in here. This participant is not a host anymore. We probably in future we will have a feature to make a host, so that another participant can definitely become the host. So we will introduce this feature, but as for right now, here we are, and we can just simply end this for all, ending, and here we are back on the dashboard page. Alrighty, so this particular thing is done, and end meeting model, and we have components. Okay, control bar. That is right, we try to end this. In fact, panels, chats, there are no models here as such. Permission model is here. So in components we have header, meeting components. We can in fact have models, and in fact that is actually gonna be models like this, and I'm gonna have end meeting model in here, and participant panel, permission model. Let's ask it the same thing the last time. That's not quite the same thing. How about this? I prefer this version over the previous one, the addition of dedicated model folders. Okay, that is fine. So models, this video meeting page. Okay, that is right. Inside this we have a control bar, film strip, participants, reactions, overlay. Okay, that can be one part, like that is fine. Control bar, in fact this could be a footer, but that is okay. Footer will have control bar. One thing I'd change, I'd consider moving control bar out of the video. So a control bar usually controls the entire meetings, not just a video. That is right. So control bar dot tsx, we can have something like this. That is fine. But if your control bar is that is the right thing. So one more thing, you have features or dashboard meeting. That's exactly the direction I recommend. Don't create global folders such as components, shared meeting, and all that is fine. Alrighty, this is something that is good. This is the last change that I'm gonna make in here. We have proper models, and just one thing, that this control bar, this doesn't really belong to the video section, and hence I'm in fact gonna create another folder called control bar, and inside this control bar dot tsx is gonna be, and that is it. So we have control bar, we have the header, okay, all the models, the panel section, video section, and the meeting page at the end of the day, and hopefully it just works as expected. Panels are working, the models are working as well, and that is it. We can just simply leave the meeting for all, and congratulations, we've gone through this particular section. So ultimately, overall, the top level formatting is done. That was something needed to be done. We even have this join meeting. I don't know where this is being used. So this join meeting is being used extract, and not this one. This join meeting. What the hell? Yeah, this one inside the welcome page. So the welcome page in fact uses this, so that is bad. In that case, I'll have to create another page in here, welcome page, and that will have a component join meeting. Avatar drop down is now this avatar drop down, it mainly belongs to the nav bar section. Avatar drop down, that is okay, it can be in here, but this join meeting cannot be, right? So we can go inside features, and we can have welcome page here, right? And that welcome page will have this will actually have components. So component names, and this join meeting is in fact gonna be part of that. And later what we are gonna do, that we'll be having or creating welcome page.tsx in here, and it's all about now cutting it from here and pasting it in here. No doubt the automatically, that is good. And we have this join, I mean welcome page. Once we actually have the welcome page, so over here export default function, and welcome return welcome page, sort of like this. So now if I go to the welcome page, so we get it like this, and that is fine, no problem with this as such. Then directly we can be redirected to the dashboard or the profile. Dashboard looks like this, profile looks like this. We can in fact edit the profile, and let's just simply add this particular logo here, save the changes. Even we should be previewing profile update successfully. We are not previewing showing the preview in here, so probably we can do that. Again, that can be a to do for later. Again, I'm gonna forget it later in the future. So add the preview when updating the profile picture. So this is a preview, so okay, we are gonna be getting it done later. So welcome is done, profile is done, dashboard is done, layout is here, that just simply checks the authentication, and inside the auth we have error. If there's any error, uh, that's part of the auth. Yeah, so the error is gonna be shown. What is this? What kind of error is this? Authentication failed related error. That is right. Then we have the forgot password, we have goodbye, and this goodbye is something like this. We have the reset password, we have sign in, we have sign up, and that is it. Let's just simply close everything. So at the top level it's been kind of formatted, reformatted. Now we have to dig deeper. Digging deeper in the sense, if I actually go to this one, now let's start from here, from the meeting section. Components are quite big ones, like this long, so we have to sort of create sub components, and we have to get rid of this these many lines of code. That is gonna be done after a while. Okay, for now it was just, I was just supposed to be formatting it. It is sort of formatted as well. Now we will keep adding new features. We will keep adding new features in the sense, later in the future I have to introduce media soup. Media soup, yeah, I think that's the one. But before that I will have to learn, because this is pure peer-to-peer connection related. I mean, peer-to-peer connection has been used in here to build this Google Meet application. That is good, but not scalable. So I'm gonna learn about media soup very soon, and then we are gonna be introducing that in this particular project. Having said that, before that we'll do as many things as possible. Anyway, I'm gonna be catching up soon. I'm just gonna take a break. Sort of, I have to go for a ride, and after that I'll be back and we'll continue. Bye bye, take care, see you.